Being there first is a key part of SR's success. The USA and Canada. We are gearing up to be among the top steel producers in the world. Our operations are fully to last longer. To be there first is a key part.
I stand between you and Richard, and I'm sure both of you want to get your hands on each other. Temples, forts, the Mughal architecture.
Always wanted to come and okay, good. The first project I did was this small beach house, which talked about the extension of space from inside to outside. How the house could relate to the landscape. And so when I opened my office, which you see here, one of the writing tables, even though we no longer use those T-squares that you see on the boards. But that early house led to this house in Connecticut, which is on a very, one related to another, and very taut glass skin. But the entry side is closed down. So you enter through that closed down space and into a space that opens out to the water. Well, one thing leads to another, and some people came to me with an incredible site on Lake Michigan, which slopes down. So this house is sort of Texas size, a little bit larger than most houses, and he had a very large art collection, and he wanted that house to had to be at the top. So we got permission, as you can see, to build the house, but they changed the regulations afterwards. And so it's on a site, so we created loft spaces where people could come and organize their own workspace and living space in any way that they wanted. And sometime later, actually three blocks south of the West Beth building are two small residential buildings, also on the Hudson River and on Place, which really creates a gateway from Greenwich Village to the waterfront park along the Hudson. But the difference is that in the first two buildings, there was one apartment out. And so the pieces that you see reaching out as a park into the water were the shadows of the World Trade Center when they fell. And this at 9/11. We've also done a project on the East River for residential buildings just south of the United Nations. And the restaurant and cafeteria. In Paris, we built headquarters for a company called Canal Plus, a television company, which also opens to a park in the center of the city and looks out to the Seine. So you come into a central space, and then you go up either to the offices or to the cafeteria. And the small exhibition building is on one corner of that open square, and it is a space for changing exhibition as well as a cafeteria. And I thought they were going to be sold by the government to private individuals, and they said, no, these houses are going to be for exhibition, so that people can come 5 minutes before the Pope was about to appear. The Swiss guards came and they took the model from the corner.
Thank you, Richard. Can we
I'm Arjun, I'm a student of architecture from Bangalore. In a situation when you don't win a competition,
win a competition entry? I thought you all won all the competition entries.
Maybe they didn't like our design. Maybe, who knows? You never know. They never tell you why you don't win. They only tell you if you win, that you won. But you rarely.
Have the clients ever told you that one project looks like the other?
Documentaries after. So I had always this fascination there. What is the design process? I mean, what's the effort and what's the changes and what's the whole
Kind of process, which generally is much more linear. In some other instances, people come and think they have an idea what it is that they want, but you have to kind of work with them to work it through. And in that case, I can't tell you about the context, but as soon as I do, I'll be happy to share that with you.
Good evening, sir.
Is there a strong philosophy behind that?
I did a lot of painting, and it's always changing. Changing with the seasons, it's changing with the light of day, it's changing architectural ideas, the difference between opacity and transparency, the difference between openness and closure. All of these things, I think, are most clearly expressed